Today we're gonna check out some of the best outfits you can get early on in Stellar Blade. At least 20 or so that you can get within the starting hours and as soon as you hit the first city. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's get started with the options you can get early in ADOS 7, beginning with the Planet Diving Suit V2. So you will get this as soon as you take the train station and head over to the flooded commercial sector. But instead of going into that district, pay attention to the side of the rails and take this flight of stairs downwards. You should see an almost open door at the end of it. Simply go inside, open the chest, and you're going to get the recipe for it, but keep in mind that you will need to craft it to have it unlockable for you. Now the next one is going to be Red Passion, and this comes towards the end story section of ADOS 7. So you're going to reach this area with the bigger crane that eventually you will have to unlock and control to open up a path ahead. However, pay attention to the sides of this main path as you can break both of them and get some goodies inside. And specifically the one on the right is what you will need to break with the crane control in order to gain access to the chest containing the Red Passion suit. So simply do that, put it into position, and then head over to the chest, open it up, and this is going to give the suit right away. Now eventually you're going to reach your first city, which is Sion, and this is actually going to contain over a dozen or so of these suits, both through the area and also unlockable from various vendors that you have to complete missions for. So the first one is going to be the Planet Diving Suit or the Stargazer Nano Suit, depending if you got only the pre-order or the deluxe edition of the game. This is going to slightly change for you, but it's always going to be present right here as soon as you land in the city on the side of the main path towards the entrance. So pick it up, craft it, and it's going to be yours. But like I said, quite a few more of these outfits you can unlock from two of the main vendors throughout the city. So starting with the first one, you get to talk to Roxanne right here by the citizens notice board, and she's actually going to unlock 2 new costumes at rank 2 and then 3 more at rank 3 once you increase your reputation with her, which you do by the way by just purchasing items from her. So the first one is going to be the Orca Exploration outfit, but you can also unlock the Cybernetic Dress, which comes with that very unique robotic arm that you will get. It's pretty much the only outfit, as far as I know, that actually gives you some robotic limbs, at least at this stage. Besides this, you also get to unlock these 3 other design patterns at rank 3, so this also includes the Keyhole suit as well as the Planet Diving Suit 2nd, which definitely looks a little bit more interesting. Now, technically, there's also Lyle's general store, but you only get to unlock this when you bring back the second hyperdrive core back from the main story. So that involves going and finishing Altes Livoire and then coming back to Sion. However, once you do that, you can pick up the mission from him called Stolen Treasure, which is actually pretty straightforward. You just need to head over right here on this side of the map in the Wasteland and pretty much talk to the bot at the nearby house. He's going to, give you some information, and from this point on, you will just want to make a bit further back from the house, very close to this edge of the cliff above. And here is where you will hear some screams. So what you have to do is to approach the same area but coming from the south. So in this case, you can just use the junkyard waypoint. And once you're here, just defeat the enemies and then talk to the NPC and you're pretty much good to go. We can then go back at Lyle's general store and now he's going to have it unlocked. And he will now start selling these 4 suits that you can unlock progressively as you get higher and higher friendship with him. So this includes the daily denim. There's also like the black full dress. So pretty much all the ones that you see right here you can buy and craft if you want to. However, you can totally skip on some of these if you don't want them, especially the ones from Lyle are nothing too exceptional, and you can just head over into the Wasteland. The first time you hit it, you can actually get 4 of the 5 suits in the area, and only one of them is going to be tied to a side mission. Of course, we covered before that bunny outfit that for some reason causes a lot of controversy right now, but you can pretty much find it very close to the scrapyard a bit further southeast of it on this path downwards. There's going to be a boss enemy that you have to defeat and then you can push further in the back of the zone and here you will find the chest containing it. I'm not sure if there's any changes to it since like day 1, but yeah, this is how it looks right now. While you're still in the area, I also suggest going for the Cyber Magician. So this is not too far away. You're going to pretty much get a facility on the other side of the cliff. You're going to need to solve some puzzles over here to open up the area, but it's actually pretty simple and there aren't too many enemies. So once you did make the path over there and open it up, just bring the large container onto its platform, which is going to then open up a rope that you can use to get on the higher up platform. And there's going to be a chest over here. However, this will require you to shoot down some of these moving targets, and you only need to score like 10 points, which is very easy. Just make sure that you do have ammo left and just take down the drones, and once you do it, it's going to open up the chest, and this is going to give you that magician armor. However, there is one that you can get even earlier than that, and that's the Racer's High Nano Suit. So this is what you will get pretty much north, a little bit further away from the solar tower. So this area should be reached in like the first minutes in the wasteland anyway. So simply head over to the edge of the cliff right here and then look downwards. You should see a platform with a chest on it. Simply open it up and you're going to get the blueprint for the suit. Now, like I said, there are 2 more suits in the Wastelands area, but they are kinda tied to a couple of missions, and some of them will require you to go ahead and progress a bit further in the main story, specifically until you get the second and the third hyperdrive core. So for the first one, you can get the sporty yellow nano suit, but for this, you're going to need to go ahead and start the mission called Life of the Scavenger. This is going to be something that you can get right here back in Cyan. Once you do that, this will bring you on this side of the map. You will pretty much need to get to the entrance of the last gulp. So head over to the wasteland, go over here, you're going to find the path downwards very close to the telephone that you can also use as a fast travel point. Once you're at the bottom, you're going to have a boss fight, but once you finish with that, this is going to open up the previously closed area behind. And at the end of that area, go ahead and make sure to open up that chest, which is going to give you this awesome yellow suit. It's definitely one of my favorites, looks pretty awesome, and you can get it also pretty easily. Now, technically, there's a third suit you can get from a DOS 7, which is that Wasteland Adventurer. However, you will need to drain the entire water in that plaza entryway, and this is going to be done only after progressing a bit further in the main story and getting the second hypercore after defeating that second story boss fight. And once you do that and go back to Cyan, you're going to get a bunch of new missions, including this one very close to the bridge area. You simply need to head over to the platform below, speak to the child, and this is going to open up the Oblivion side mission. And from this point on, you're going to head over back to ADOS 7 and pick the plaza entryway fast travel point. And just make your way back to that main bridge where you also follow the main story while in the area. And when you're here, pick the path to the left side. You're going to be brought right here back to that drain controls, and now you're going to have the code to open it up, which is then going to drain all the water in the area. So now you can go back at the main plaza location, which is now going to reveal a bunch of new ways downwards, and specifically you're going to be looking to the one that also features a rope that lets you descend further back. Once there, you will find an enemy, defeat it, and right behind it, you're going to find the chest, which also gives you this awesome outfit. Anyway, that's pretty much it with all the outfits. Of course, there are many more, so there's even an achievement if you want to go for like 30 of them, but there's at least like 45 as far as I know. So if you want to like see a full video on that, let me know down below and I can bring a full updated guide with all of the outfits in the game from start to finish. However, that's going to involve a bit of spoilers, so that's why I wanted to avoid it for now. This is it though, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.